The grace of God is very sufficient and always available for us, no arguments. But in this Christian race, in Christianity, there are decisions that you and I can take, and we must make them if we really desire to run far. The Bible says that, and Daniel proposed in his heart, right? To propose means to predetermine, to make a commitment to something. You must actually desire and determine that this is what it will be, or this is what it will not be, before the grace of God can actually act and empower your decision. One thing about the grace of God is that it doesn't stand alone. It partners with our decision. So we need to first have a commitment in our hearts. We need to first make a decision before the grace of God can find something to empower. So as Christians, we are not expected to just sit down and rely on the grace of God empty-handed without any appropriate decision being taken and made up in our mind. There are certain decisions that we can take in the Christian fold. For instance, the decision to stay focused. The Christian race is a very tasky one because of the kind of world we find ourselves, where you have to look at God at all points and make decisions that please Him and determine the course of your relationship with Him. So you must make a decision that, come what may, I will stay focused on this path that I have chosen. That's a decision that you've made. Now, the grace of God is able to empower that decision and help you stay true to your words. But you cannot just relax and say, I trust that the grace of God can help me do this, or whatever come, let it be as it be. No, you have to make a concrete decision before the grace of God can empower. Now, let's talk about the decision to stay in fellowship. We all know that the Christian race, to run it, to have a successful Christian race, you must stay in continuous fellowship with the Spirit of God. You must pray, you must study, you must fellowship. Now, you have to make a decision to say, this is the time I fellowship, this is the time I spend with God, this is the time I pray. You cannot just relax and say, I will pray. When will you pray? I would fast. When would you fast? I will study. When would you study? Those kind of determinations, those kind of decisions are the things that the grace of God can find to empower. That's it. In Christianity, you must make decisions. You don't just, the grace of God is not magic. No, it needs your decision, it needs your word, it needs my word to empower. It's a partnership. It doesn't force itself on us. That's how the grace of God acts. So today, what decision have you made concerning your race? Have you realized that there are some areas in your Christian race where you just find out that you're not making progress or you're struggling? Ask yourself, have I really made a concrete decision? Not this is what it should be like. I'm expected to pray because I'm a Christian. I'm expected to go to church because I'm a Christian. Have you made a decision to go to church? Have you made a decision to pray? This is the only way you can achieve true success when it comes to the Christian race. This is the only way you can actually run faster when it comes to the Christian race. So you go to a bank to withdraw your money. You know you have a long amount of money or a big amount of money in your account, but you will not just go there and say, when I get there I will know what to withdraw. You've made a decision from your house that I'm going to withdraw this amount. I'm going to withdraw 10,000, 20,000. You've made a decision. So when you get there, you are able to easily press 10,000 naira, and the machine is able to empower 10,000 naira to come out. It's going to dispense exactly 10,000 naira to you. That's the same way the grace of God works. It must have something to empower. It must have something to work with. It must have a word to collaborate with for you to get a concrete result. So do not live your Christian life to chance. Do not be idle or careless or casual about your relationship with God because you expect that the Spirit of God do it. No, it takes you, it takes the Spirit of God. That's why God has given us will. He has given us the ability to make choices. He's not going to force his decision on us. He's just going to empower that decision that you have made. He said, I've given unto you this day life and death. Choose which one you want. The ball is in your court, but at the end of the day, because he's a loving father, he would advise you, choose life. So God is going to give you the ability. God is going to give you the grace. God is going to give you the wisdom to choose the right things. But at the end of the day, you still have to choose them, because it's one thing to actually, for instance, it's one thing for me to advise you to do this thing. It's another thing for you to take it right. That's the same way it works with God. It's one thing for him to open your eyes and see that this is what is right. It's another thing for you to say, I would pick what is right, and then he would empower you. So I'm praying today that the Lord will empower you to make right decisions, concrete decisions that will aid your Christian walk while we journey here on earth. For now, bye. I'll catch you in our next episode.